Okay, welcome back, part two. Oh, part one. Get it right, Ma. Now, as you can see, I've moved on a little bit. I've basically a bit more sanding to do on this part here, but I've taken away all the lines, and I've just got to go down to the hobby shop, the hardware store, and get some wet and dry sandpaper so I can polish that back up again and fix up. Now, I am not promising anything, but I've left the propeller shaft supporters out for the time being. Contemplating on remote controlling this. I'm not sure. There is a kit out there. I will put a photos up for it to show you the actual kit for it. $75 plus $15 delivery. I've just got to talk to someone about whether the remote control set that I've got and the battery set that I've got will support it. Might talk to you about that, Ron, because you've been doing remote controls before. Now, fitting issues. Now, I've had to gouge that out of the main superstructure so that basically, and where is it go there, it would fit flush. Now there was a, can you see? Yep, there was a lip there, and basically I've had to shave that off and take that off. And I was a bit worried that the funnel would not fit, but it fits in its proper place. I might have to do a little bit of sanding. Now I hope that's in the right, I think it goes in this direction. I haven't even looked. You think after watching Ron all these years, I would have know which way it goes. I should look up the instructions, but anyway, it fits there. Now, for some reason in this kit, all the gun placement decks are a glue-on, and as you can see, there are seams on the deck. Now, as you can see here, I've started to sand it off, and some of them are a little bit deeper than others. I'm going to have to putty them up. Now, some of these ones here are really bad. I mean, that's a really pronounced lip there. That's pretty bad. Now, I'm not going to touch those until I've built the superstructures and the decks on top to see where they actually fall on the model before I do any major sanding. But I know, I just happen to know from where this piece fits that I had to sand these two off. This model is not a Tamiya model. It reminds me of models back in the 70s where you had to do a lot of sanding, a lot of modifying of parts to make them fit. Now I've built the front superstructure. Yes, lovely. Turned out really quite nice. Some of these parts here, I don't know if they're guns or what, or quads, I just don't know. I'll have to have a look at the real picture. These parts here, the main parts actually, I've had to bog that up a little bit, not so much to do with fitting issues, but because I just wanted a smooth, seamless front. It's important to me. The seams at the back, everything, the main parts line up rather well. It's just some of the small bits aren't numbered correctly, and if they are numbered correctly, don't fit in there. Like these pieces here, these tiny, I don't know them, right? They're too short, and they were like that really long, and basically wouldn't fit in the area that. So I had to trim them back, put them in, and that's it. Now the other thing was it this piece here? Where is it? No, that's not it. Oh, yeah. This bit in there, alright, was about 1 mil out. It wouldn't sit flush to the top of the main bridge. So basically I had to really shave off 1 millimeter of the main part here at the bottom here of the base to make that so there wasn't where are we, a gap. So that's turned out alright. I'm pretty happy with that. Even though you can see that there, that is smooth as, can't put my fingernail on it, there's nothing catching, so I'm quite happy with that. Basically, overall, I'm happy with the model, but it's not the Dunkirk where I had railings and stairs and ladders, or should I say ladders, not stairs. And this is one of the main reasons why maybe, perhaps, I might remote control her. Like I said, I'll put a link to eBay where I'll put pictures up to show you the kit itself. And the other thing was and I'll put pictures up of that as well, is the color coding or the coloring of this battleship. Now there are 6 versions apparently, 2 of which have got that sticker or that emblem on the bow and on the stern, which I don't really want to have on. Now the other ones, basically, there's the 2 versions that I'm thinking of is, okay, back to here, is the paint scheme that she was when she attacked the hood, which basically was she was painted all grey, and had just been recently painted grey. You could still see the striping, the black and white striping underneath the grey. Alright, she still had the front false wave on the front. Alright, and basically I think the turrets were painted dark grey, and the emblems on the front and the bow and the stern were painted over in a grey. Now that is one scheme I'm thinking of. The other one, and it's speculation because there are no photos, there are no real proof, but apparently she was painted in a scheme where her turrets were painted yellow so the Luftwaffe could actually identify her. It's an interesting concept. I do like the idea of yellow, but the guns are rather... The main turrets are no problem painting sections of it yellow. It's the smaller guns on either side that are worrying me. Apart from that, I think that's all I've got to say for the time being. And I'll get back to you. Now, while I was busy or waiting for something to happen, my son gave me his SAS Pink Panther, and I actually had a ball building it. It turned out rather nicely. I still got the other gun here to put on, but before I actually got the Bismarck, I actually ordered its command vehicle for this, and I wanted to do a diorama. So while I'm plotting, and it's paid for, I'm just actually waiting on the order to come through from my local hobby shop. So basically we can expect, I was going to do a video on this, but don't know, I've seen it before on YouTube. Now the command vehicle's been done on YouTube as well by Stitcher, and he's no longer on YouTube anymore. He decided to close his account, which is a shame. But I got a lot of his ideas on painting, because it had aluminium panels. I've actually did some aluminium chipping, gave it a dusting of buff all over to bring down the pink. Now originally I bought pink as Tamiya pink, and it was just too glossy and I didn't like it, so I ended up making my own pink out of matte colours, and it turned out a lot better. Anyway, that's another day. Anyway, for now, it's good to be back, and I will get back to you with some extra build soon. Thank you.